Hey guys, so we switched up the name of the site. It is now instantmaddencoins.com. You can still get Madden Mobile coins and Madden console coins super fast and super easy, and my code MMG is still 10% off. Guys, welcome back. So I have not done a coin making guide or anything in a long while, and there's honestly a reason for that. Obviously, as you guys know, a lot of you have probably been with me for a while, at least I hope. So as the channel's gotten bigger, obviously it's kind of harder for me to make coin making guides because it kind of just abuses the entire method. So if I'm gonna make coin making guides, they'll only be like few and far between, and they'll be pretty like ones that everyone can still benefit from, and it won't just ruin the entire thing. So I hope you guys can understand that, and I'm sorry I haven't made enough. But either way, I'm gonna be talking about today all ways you can just make coins with most feared. So there's gonna be two parts to this video. So the first part is gonna be me talking about straight grinding methods. So not necessarily straight grinding methods, but here I have a bunch of packs that I've gotten literally from just playing all the cool most feared live events that have come out, and we haven't even gotten to when everything's enraged yet. I'm making this video on the 27th. It should post on the 27th, but there's obviously going to be even more opportunities on the 28th till probably the 1st when everything's enraged. So I'll just start out with this for now, but then in the second half of this video, I'm going to be going over a bunch of sniping methods, sniping techniques, filters, and stuff that you guys can do for most feared. So for now, I'm just going to open up all these, and we're going to see literally how many coins am I going to be able to make from just taking all this equipment, all this stuff that I'm going to get from these packs. Some of these are from the trick, so if you guys did the trick set or whatever, it basically would give you a challenge where you could like do something for a player. Some of these are from the live events that were just like, here's a silver better most feared player. The 2 gold most feared upgrade packs I got from silver players that I got out of the trick set, and here we get a Janovich. So that's like 15k right there, and we'll see if we can get in this one. Supposedly you can actually get an elite, but we could get 2 Janoviches, which I think is about 15,000 each, which is pretty cool. So now just onto the blitz packs. Hopefully we're just gonna be looking for players, and then we're gonna take all of our equipment and we're gonna throw it into the silver upgrade set, and then throw our silvers in for more golds. You guys understand the process. The legacy live event for most feared had something really cool, which I believe was might have been a gold or better guaranteed player. I'm not totally sure on that one. But then also, if you guys noticed the post-game live event, that would guarantee you a most feared pack, and I completed that. So at the end of this, I actually do have a pack that I can open, which is pretty sexy. So I know this isn't always the most fun method, but I really did want to see it. I honestly want to see how much I can make from just straight up playing live events, like doing nothing else. But the real, I think, in my personal opinion, the more time efficient method is sniping. So we're obviously going to be getting into that later. But right now I'm getting a ton of equipment. This is all out of these blitz packs, which is just the generic live event. And wow, honestly, I kind of expected at least one player on. Oh, here's our most feared pack. Wow, I didn't even realize I was opening it. All right, so let's see if we can get our most feared pack out of the post-game live event. Hopefully we can profit something from this, and damn, dude, right off the bat, our 2 most feared players. But all right, maybe we can get an elite player or a few golds. Okay, so, oh, darn it, I thought that was the kick returner Sanders. Okay, wide receiver Sanders is good too. So 83 Sanders, that's going to be about 7.5k, and then I'm just going to say a rough 3,000 on the other golds, and that might be a little high. So it's 10,500, 13,500, 16,500, and then I can trade those other silvers in for most feared golds. So I'm gonna go. Oh, I actually have 2 most feared packs. One must again from. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. One is from the post game live event, and one is from the daily warm up most feared. So these are this is like, it's so easy, and they're gonna be doing this for all of the upcoming. Davante Adams, let's go. Sorry, I'm having a brain tumor right now. A brain tumor. Oh my God! Boys, let's go! Are you kidding me? Our first elite most feared pull. And it's when I'm talking about the coin guide. That's so fire, dude. Look at how many coins we just made. So this is straight up live events coin making. I pulled the Marcus Peters here. I got a Keanu Neal who's about 25k himself. Davante Adams is 10k. Jamar Taylor, don't know what he's going for. But that fucking Marcus Peters, dude, let's go. 90 speed, 90 excel. That's going to net us like 195,000 coins. So we made a shit ton of coins from this. Let's go, boys. I was honestly about to just tell you guys, like, I made about, and that's kind of where luck plays into, obviously, but I was about to say, we made about 75k just from selling the gold players and whatnot. But now it turns out we made about 300, 400k. So pretty fucking insane that we got that Marcus Peters right there. That's a sexy ass pull. But alright, sounds good. Continuing on, got the Legacy Reward Pack here. I don't know what this gives us, and we get LeGarrette Blount, the best gold most feared that we can get. About 30,000 coins on LeGarrette Blount right now, I believe. It honestly might be more, but that is That's beautiful. That's what's going to make my coin making guide look great. And here we get a LeGarrette Blount silver. So I'm going to go over to sets. I'm going to trade in those silvers for golds. And I'm just going to tally up. In my head, I'm going to tally it up for you guys. You'll see how I'm looking at the market, though. I'm not just me BS and shit. That's I'm a good BSer, so I'm not going to do that too, guys. Don't worry. Keanu Neal we get here, and then I think we're just going to get another silver player here, and we'll see how many gold players we can get. So I've got a lot. Let's go. Maybe we can get an elite too. Apparently it's possible. Get a Mason Foster, there's 15K, and we are one silver player short of another gold most feared, which would have been another 15,000. Jalen Ramsey, let's go. Believe he's about 20,000. So let's go on the contingency that each gold most feared player is about 20,000, except for Keanu Neal is 30,000, and LeGarrette Blount is 30,000. So 30,000, 30,000, that's 60,000. Let's go 20,000 each of these, 80, 100, 120K, 140K. Then if you want to take your auction house fee off, that's really 130,000. So we profited 130,000 so far, 140,000, 10K for Devontae Adams, 10K for Emmanuel Sanders. Let's say 5K for Jamar Taylor. That's 155,000 coins thus far. And for every gold we pulled, we'll say 3K. I don't know which of these golds I just pulled. I assume it's about 6 or 7. So we'll tack on 25,000 to what we made. That's about 180,000 coins made. And tack on that goddamn awesome pull of the 87 Marcus Peters. Now, let's assume you guys don't pull an awesome elite most feared like I just did. You still made 180,000 coins just from grinding that live event, which is pretty fucking sick. So assuming that we do get this sexy pull, though, I'm going to see how much he costs. I'm believing it's about 185,000 coins, and I am right on the money. Good God, I'm good. Oh, that's sexy, too. A League vs. League. I didn't even notice that. Well, cool. Marcus Peters. Whew! So that's another 174,000. I'm actually just going to put him on my team, which is obviously something you can do, too. But if you were to sell him just straight up making coins from this, 185,000 coins. So that looks sexy. I really like how that looks. Oh, no. It put in Giovanni Bernard. I love this Derrick Henry card so much. I'm definitely keeping him at halfback. But all right, cool. So Giovanni Bernard's there. And I don't want Drew Brees in. I want Cam in. I like my speed. Even though Drew Brees is probably a better option. But okay, I think everything else looks good. All right, we're all set there. So now, guys, I'm going to move into the auction house to talk about coin making methods. So if you just did what I just did, I mean, I made 360,000 coins from that, which is awesome. All right, guys, so let's move into sniping. I want to try and explain this the best that I can. So most of you already do know what sniping is. If not, there's a ton of guides on YouTube. I've made 1 million before. 1 million people have made 1 million, really. But I'll give you the quickest rendition. Basically, you sit in the auction house and you keep refreshing until new players drop. The idea is to buy players for low, sell them for high. After you figure out once those players have dropped, let's say they drop at 8:05 p.m., 5 minutes after that, or roughly 5 minutes after that, they will drop again. So that's how you know how to snipe. Right now, what I'm going to be doing is using the gold players. So I go gold players filter and then the most feared players and program filters, which is awesome. This is only going to give me most feared golds. Now, I already checked the price of most feared golds, and it's around 17,000 coins. So you have to take the auction house fee into factor when you're doing this, but basically if I bought anything for about 12,000 coins, I'll still be profiting about 2,000, 3,000 coins each, and if I get something really good like a Keanu Neal or LeGarrette Blount, I'll be profiting a lot more. So as you saw right there, I'm not going for players, and I think a new round may have dropped, but I don't remember. Ooh, I can't tell. I don't know if the rounds dropped yet. I don't know the times. So you'll know when a new round's dropped because obviously it won't say items sold there. You see a bunch of numbers just like this. Perfect timing. And oh my lord, I got beat on that Mason Foster. That's crazy. Those got sucked up fast, dude. That was quick. All right. What I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to change it to 15,000 and see if there's any just sitting here because I know they're all going to sell for 17,000 minimum. So I'm still going to be profiting even if it's not a lot. So I'm just going to take these guys easy and oh my. People are really sitting on these right now. All right. So I can get this Maurice Alexander. Wow, that was rough. All right. So I grabbed 3 right there and sometimes my auction house lags a little bit, which is a little irritating, but going to pick up another Mason Foster. There's 4 right there. And if I sell each of these for 17,500, they will sell. So when you're watching the video, make sure you're checking the prices of players because it does tend to change. So if you're doing like Keanu Neal and LeGarrette Blount, for me, both of them are selling for around 30,000 right now. So I'm going to sell them for that. But then if you get other people like Andy Janovich and Mason Foster, and I believe Maurice I almost said it again. That would have been so rough. If you get any of these 3 guys, make sure you're selling them for about 17,499. So I'm going to profit only about 1,000 coins on those guys, but it's still super easy. It didn't take me like really any skill to get those. And then Ramsey, he might be the same price. I'm not sure though. I'm going to put him up for it, although I probably should have checked. Either way, super easy. So the gold most feared, it does that for you. But here's another tactic, because everyone is sniping on the low stuff. So if you want to snipe gold most feared players, that's a super easy filter to do it with. Pretty easy profit. But what a lot of people don't do when they're sniping is high filters. And the problem with this is you have to be really, really fucking patient, which is kind of irritating, obviously. But it is really effective, and no one else usually sits on these. So this is let me give you a really, really good, so a really good example of high filters are super, super, super expensive players. But the thing is they'll get dropped for really expensive prices. But holy shit, guys, this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about with high filters. I literally just found one sitting. So it's hard to say that that's necessarily a snipe when it looks like an insane snipe right now, because the only other DeAndre Hopkins is up for $825,000, but I still need this DeAndre Hopkins to sell for around $700,000 to make profit. So you need a lot of coins to do this, and B, you got to be smart about it. But for example, you see how Cam Chancellor is sitting at lowest 900K? Let's say Cam Chancellor dropped for 400K. That's still really expensive, but if you can get him to sell for 800K, you literally just made 320,000 coins. So right here is a great example how that DeAndre Hopkins literally just dropped. And I think I'm going to be able to sell him for around 770. So I always do the little... This is what they do at Meijer. This is what they do at fucking Walmart. They put that 999 in the end so it looks cheaper. I always do that. I'm going to set him for this. And if he can sell for this, I'm going to make about 120,000 coins. I literally didn't do anything but check this filter. So if you guys can find good high filters like this is just going to be for the most expensive cards in the game. So if you wanted to check like 92 pluses, why don't we check... What another way you can use high filters is with signature players. Like signature players have like insane value. So who's going to be checking for signature players at 400K? So I don't want Greg Olsen and Drew Brees because those are both not very expensive. Those are both pretty cheap. So I'm going to take out quarterback and tight end, and I'm just going to see what the prices are for these. The lowest is going to be, let's check it out. So the lowest is going to be 300,000. They're not even in for 300,000. Let's try 375,000. Oh my lord, these things are expensive, dude. That's crazy. So 450K, this should pop up some Eopatties at the very least. Look at that. Just Alshon Jeffrey is sitting in there. So let's say you made this filter for 300K. And anything pops up in here, you can immediately buy it because no one's going to be competing with you at 300K. People aren't usually that patient. So these are just kind of filters you randomly check. And you're going to profit about 50K to like let's say it's Janikowski. You profit 300K right there. So what I've been doing is just the most feared filters going into 91, going program most feared, and then just kind of like checking the prices of these guys, seeing if anything is like absurdly low. So there's my DeAndre that I literally just dropped. That's pretty crazy, though, that we just got that DeAndre. Like, literally, as I was talking about it, we get that sick drop. So, if any of these things popped up for, like, 500, 600K, like, say an Urlacher drop for, like, $1 million, even Urlacher for $1 million, that would be so much profit. So, I know that it's kind of hard for me just to straight up explain this to you guys, and it takes a while, but if you did listen and you got what I'm saying, I know that should have helped you guys out at least a little bit. Definitely hang on to these tips and use them as people get more expensive, like as we get like a 99 Bo Jackson in Christmas, or whatever, we get 96 Night Train Lane for Black Friday, stuff like that. So just be conscientious, try and just pick up on what I'm saying and not exactly what I'm saying. What I don't want you guys to do is just use these exact filters and then they're abused because everyone else is doing it. I want you guys to like make your own filters and kind of understand what I'm saying to make coins without spending money. So I'd say that's about it for now, guys. I know that's a lot to digest, but I really do hope it helped. I love you guys. Thanks for watching as always, and take care.